Yo, stream time again. Yeah, this time on this channel, the Universe 2 channel. Yeah. Oh, I mean, Dragon Ball channel. Yeah. I mean, we're streaming Universe 2. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, let me go ahead and do the setup right here real quick. So yeah. Yeah. So hold on, doing the setup here. Yep, the setup. Um, yep. Yeah, Steve, you're the first one. Yep, welcome again. Yeah, and yeah, you're on both of them. Yeah, thank you. Gonna just make the chat just a little smaller. There we go. All right, so again, let me go ahead and do the usual setup right here. So yeah, gonna be doing that. All right. So hold on just a minute here. I'm always first. Now? Yeah. 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 All right. All right. All right. Cool. So yeah, I'm almost done with the setup. Almost done. Almost done here. Almost done. So yeah. All right. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Yeah. Okay. So here. Okay, that's right there. All right. Cool. Yeah, alright, everything seems to be good, everything seems to be dandy and all of that. So, yeah. Now let's see here. Almost first, almost he says. I get powdered sugar everywhere. I got oh, from making the cake. Damn. Well, that is damn. Gotta be more careful. Yeah. Actually, wait, hold on. All right, let's go ahead and do this first since you know this one is in the thumbnail. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and do this right here. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah. All right. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Everything is good now. Even though it's like, okay, why is everything quiet? I mean, it's not. Hold on. Let me go ahead and change my moveset and everything like that. I'm gonna clean the kitchen while I watch you. Okay. That way when we, well, English. Can I read, please? That way when we see later, I can just lay down. Yeah, definitely. All right. There we go. All right, cool. Got that settled. All right, let's change energy zone since we don't need that. Let's go ahead and get um there's already two Kamehamehas. I don't really need that. Let's get final whatever it's called, right? Final rampage. There we go. Yeah. I think everything else is good. Yeah. Punisher shield. I mean, I do kind of want something a little different right here. Yeah. Oh, let's go ahead and do. You know, Comet Strike. Yeah, I like the animation of Comet Strike. Walk to a live stream, I promise. How you doing? Having a great day today. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. All right, let's do this one first, since again, it's in the thumbnail, right? So yeah, let's go with that, and then let's go with his. Do I not have the moveset? Okay, well, his wife. Yeah, hold my hair. It's in my face. Oh, well, you gotta put it into a ponytail or something like that. I'm good. Hey, that's good to hear. Yeah, it is. So yeah, we're gonna do the new parallel quest stuff and everything like that, while also talk. Okay. For a second, I thought the audio was broken, like for the voice. But anyways, um, here, let me decrease the voice, the volume a little bit from Xenoverse, just a little bit. There we go. Because I'm not gonna really pay attention to what they say unless they say something interesting, right? So yeah, Xenoverse 2. Now we're at the end game of it. What I mean by end game is basically pretty much now it's just updates, right? It's no longer DLCs or new content. It's just, oh, okay, here's the Universe Festival, or here is maybe this one new move, artworks, things like that. That's the part of Xenoverse 2 we're in now. So it's like, think about it like how in launch, for example, of Xenoverse 2, it's like an airplane, right? Where, okay, the game got released, all right, the airplane started going up and up and up and up and up, and then years passed by, it got stabilized in the air, traveling. But now, after the final DLC, Future Saga Chapter 4 has been released, now it's like, okay, it's close to landing at that point. It's almost at, yeah, landing. Okay. Nope. Get out of here. But yeah, that's basically where we are. It's almost at landing. And what I mean, and why do I think it's at almost at landing instead of, oh, it's already landed, is because we're still getting updates. Once we stop getting updates, that's when it's like, all right, it's landed and it's just stopped moving. And now we get out of the airplane and then move on to the Xenoverse 3 airplane. That's what I mean. So yeah. Um, since we're on the topic of Xenoverse 3, let's go ahead and talk just a little bit about. Oh, what the? All right. Okay. Why are you unlocking her away? There we go. But anyways, boom, 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 boom. No, get out of here. Let's see here. I'm about to upload a video about details from the Xenoverse 3 demo. Me and Ramka, but I'm in here vibing. Oh yeah, you guys did say about that, and I did see that Rom did upload a video, but I just haven't had the chance to watch it yet. But I'll definitely watch it tomorrow. Yeah, of it. But speaking about Xenoverse 3 here, yeah, the drama and everything going on about it. Let's talk about it, and I'll just give a little bit of my 2 cents. I might make it into a video, right? But I'm only gonna make one video into it because I don't want, my channel or anything to be, oh, it's something about drama or things like that. Like, nah. But because it's happening in the Xenoverse 3 community, I thought I'd just chime in just a little bit, like my thoughts and all that. But again, it's gonna be here, then probably a video, and then after that, that's it. Unless there's like a huge change that the game has that I don't really like. So I'll talk about just my criticism first about the game, and then the drama. Oh, like what's going on? All right, Goku. How about you just stop doing that? Boom, boom. All right. Okay, Goku just did that twice. Anyways, it's in development. Why people mad? Endgame by Taylor Swift. Good song, lol. When I think of Endgame, I think of Avengers Endgame, the movie. But I could see why you think of that. I think you did show me that song a bit. I don't think the entirety of it, but just a bit. Let's see here. What drama? I'll get to that in a little bit. So first, let me talk about the criticisms. At least from what I've seen so far, I haven't played the game yet. This is just from what I've seen and then from what other people have, said. The ones that have played the game. So one thing, the Super Saiyan timers, right? For Super Saiyan 1 and then Super Saiyan 3, and I guess for Soul Change as well. It just transformations in general when it comes to timers. That I do not like that at all. I don't. And I've expressed it, on Twitter a lot. Um and also like some Xenoverse discussion videos as well. I just don't because it's just why would they do that? Now I understand okay balancing wise, right? Because who was the one that did the numbers? I forgot who was the one that did the numbers that basically compare the numbers of the boost between Super Saiyan 3 boost from Xenoverse 2 and then Super Saiyan 3 boost for what? Oh my god, he knocked me away, of course. Okay. Alright, come here. Okay, there we go. Anyways, yeah. Even though, sure, the boost for that, sorry about that. But yeah, the boost, it's bigger, right? Super Saiyan 3 boost is bigger than Super Saiyan 3 here in Xenoverse 2. Like, it is, like, without a doubt. And I could see the vision of them trying to balance the game by giving the timers two transformations, but at the same time, I don't think that's necessarily the way to go. I don't think so at all. Now, I will be more open to it if there's like some sort of mastery system to where it's like, okay, the more that you play through the game, right? Like through the story, the more you progress into it, or maybe some mentor or something like that, right? That the basically to the point where it just removes the timer entirety, then okay, then I'm fine. Then I'm more open to it because it's like, okay, maybe your CAC, right? If you choose the same race, okay, he's completely new to it. He's never transformed to Super Saiyan at all before. This is his very first time. Just like how Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time, Vegeta, Gohan, things like that. And then, in the Cell arc, they go ahead and master it. Okay, that right there. All right, if they try to make it lore accurate, I could kind of see that. As long as the timer gets eventually removed. All right, I'm a little bit on board with that. However, here's what I think they kind of dropped the ball a little bit. They should have explained it when they did that live stream, that gameplay live stream before DreamCon happened, right? Because I think it was like a day or two before DreamCon happened where they did the live stream gameplay. They should have explained it right there because they did say that, oh, we're seeing the chat, but yet they acknowledged the chat, but they didn't say anything with the chat. Right there, they should have easily said something about the Super Saiyan timers. They should have, because it's a big change. They should have known it was a big change that people are not gonna like, especially since the previous game Like right now, I'm in the transformation of beast. There is no timer at all. So the fact that they did that, it's just they should have said something. The fact that they didn't, they dropped the ball. And that's why it is what it is right now. If they would have said something, they could have easily squashed like the hate, the complaint, the criticism that people had with that change. But the fact that they didn't, it's just like I felt like they just ignored Twitch chat altogether, or it was more so a pre-recorded thing, and they just said, "Oh, we see the Twitch chat," but they obviously did not read it because there was a bunch of people that was saying, "L timer, Super Saiyan timer, why'd you change it?" Things like that. They were all, saying that in the chat. And they should have known. They should have been like, okay, there's a lot of people saying this, so let's go ahead and real quick address it. Maybe, oh, it's just only in this build, just so all of y'all could try it out, but then in a later build it's not going to be there anymore, or there's a mastery system, or maybe there's another thing. Because again, if they would have explained it, then I don't think we would get that many people criticizing it or complaining or hating about it like how it is right now. So they kind of did that to themselves in a sense. Bandai. Yeah, let's see here. I asked a developer at DreamCon if they were going to change the timer, and he hinted that they will, but take it with a grain of salt. Ooh. They will? Interesting. Okay. Then that gives me a little bit of hope then. Right? And then also somebody did say, but I can't confirm it, but somebody did say that Rhymestyle did talk with a developer or somebody that works with Bandai about the whole Super Saiyan timer thing. Again, I don't know if that's true or not because Rhymestyle didn't really, at least from the videos that I've seen from Rhymestyle, he didn't say that, but another content creator did say that Rhymestyle talked with them, apparently. Again, I can't confirm that, but if that's true, then okay, then they definitely acknowledged it 100% that it's there. Even though I played the let's go with this one since I have S. I want to try to see if I can get a Z rank on it. Yeah. Okay, well that's good that you talked with the developer on it. But that's my first criticism of it. My second criticism of it is the fact that there's no dedicated evasive slot anymore. There isn't. Now you have to replace one of the super attacks for evasive, which that right there is reminiscence of Xenoverse 1 to where like there wasn't a dedicated awoken skill slot. You have to replace one of the ultimate slots for the transformation slot. So like you see right there, super explosive void, that's an evasive to get out of combos or to get out of ultimates that you saw me do earlier in the stream. So that right there, I kind of feel like that's a straight up backtrack. They should have. I feel like they should bring that back. Honestly, that's a backtrack. Unless it's easier to get out of supers, to get out of ults. But from the gameplay that I've seen thus far, it doesn't seem like that's the case at all. And it still seems like you gotta use evasive to at least evade that as best as possible. But yeah. But again, take it with a grain of salt. I also asked about if they were going to have anything with space and more races. He hinted that they will be in the game, but could not give a direct answer. Ooh. Yeah, I think to add to that, Hirano-san with the interview, he did say something like that. That they're gonna see about new races in the game, but it's more like up in the air whether or not there's going to be new races. But I feel like there's at least going to be one more new race, right? Which is the demon race because of that demon chick, right? What's her name? Rom or Ram or something like that. I forgot what her name is. The one that showed up in the trailer. Yeah, the way they are doing evasives would definitely feel weird to me. Yeah, because it's like it's taking an old slot, which is already weird as is. Again, that's like reminiscing back to Xenoverse 1, which I feel like it's a backtrack in my opinion. I hope they bring it back, right? And then now when it comes to the soul assist, I think with that one, um I think even though they didn't say like they you could replace it with an ult or not, but I feel like you could replace it with an ult. And soul assist is more like just an optional thing, kind of like how soul change is. I hope that's the case. That's why I'm not harping on it too much that oh we have one ult. Because I feel like they'll definitely you definitely could replace it with an ult. And it's just more optional. It's up in the air. Yeah, the ROM chick. Yeah, because that right there has to be like them hinting at, oh, here's at least one new race, which is a demon race. Because here's spoilers for Future Saga Chapter 4 if anybody hasn't played it yet. Here's spoilers. I'm just gonna count to 3 seconds. So if you want to mute the stream or something like that, then yeah. Um, Let me just do these combos real quick. All right. What? Okay, he just stopped it right then and there. But anyways, what was I saying? Is that yeah, that has to be at least guaranteed one new race, at the very least. If it's just only one and they don't add Bio Android or Android race or anything like that, sure, it might be a little bit disappointing. But you know what? As long as they add one new one, I think I'll be fine with it. Honestly, I think I will. Because the customization based on what you know what we'll talk about that later, honestly. We'll talk about that later because I actually want to pull up the screenshots that the mod in corner took pictures of. But anyways, um what's it call? So now let's talk about the Xenoverse 3 drama since you know I mentioned the criticism, right? So there's a whole drama thing going on right now about there's two camps at the moment, which honestly there shouldn't be because Xenoverse 3 it's still pretty early, right? The build, the demo that we played, the news, everything like that. Especially since they haven't set a release date yet at all. Only the fact that it's gonna come out in 2027 next year, but they haven't said what month. So we don't know if it's gonna be at the beginning, the middle, or towards the end of next year, right? I mean, however long they take the game with, I'm fine with, as long as they have plenty of ample time to go and cook, right? It's better for them to take a while with the game to make sure everything is working, the net code, the gameplay aspect, the adding the customization, all of that. I think that right there is better than having a rush game with not as much extensive customization that we once thought. Because we definitely need way more customization than what Xenoverse 2 has. No more wigs either, which I hope they don't add any wigs, but instead, if they're gonna add like, let's say they add wigs, just add that be a hairstyle instead. Because that's a huge problem that they did with Xenoverse, is the fact that they just keep adding wigs instead of have that be new hairstyles. Uh, but yeah, the whole drama going around. I know I just kept on beating around the bush, but I want to make sure they give like all the context and everything like that. Is that yeah? There's two camps. Either you hate the game, or you love the game. You're the Glazers or you're the haters. That's the two camps right now, which that shouldn't be the case at all, in my opinion. There's like a third camp where it's like, okay, Xenoverse 3 looks kind of promising, but we should wait for more information, which that's the camp that I'm kind of in, just waiting for more information. I have criticism. However, I'm still going to pre-order the game because it's like how I said before, that Xenoverse 3 is the only game worthy of pre-order. I'm not going to even pre-order GTA 6 at all. Nah. Especially since, I haven't played any of the previous games besides 5. But anyways, going back to Xenoverse 3, uh, yeah, there's just that cap. There's a bunch of creators involved in the drama. Should I name a few? I'll name a few only for news purposes, like reporting on the news and things like that, right? Not hating on them, not throwing them under the bus, not talking smack, nothing like that. It's just more so just reporting on the news. That's really it. To get like a more like scope of how big the drama is. So the ones that are in like this drama right now is President Rose, Six World, what's his name? Hollow Mike, uh, Avatar, Yaya. Let's see here. Janumba 8000. What else? I'm so sorry. I forgot what your full name is, but his name is Ikari X something Ikari. I apologize. I really apologize. But him, Makai, and then like a few like three three or four other creators that are in it too, that are in this drama about like okay haters versus glazers for the game. Oh, and then also the modding corner. Can't forget about the modding corner. He is also in it as well. Because there is one side where Six World, he's saying that the game is complete trash, slop. He's the one that said it. I'm not the one that's putting words in his mouth. He is just the one that said it. You could go into his video that when he went to DreamCon to play Xenoverse 3. You could go ahead and watch that video of his, and he'll say, you'll hear those, almost those exact words that he says. Again, I'm just reporting on it. And then there's Avatar Yaya. He said that even though he hasn't played the game, he likes what he sees. He doesn't like Xenoverse 2, he likes Xenoverse 1. Which to me, that's kind of a wild take, but I mean, hey, a take is a take, right? There's that, and then there is Janumba 8000, who here I'll just show it because right now I'm just more so paraphrasing based on memory. Xenoverse 3 drama before Xenoverse 3 is out is hilarious. Yeah. Here. Let me pull them up real quick. So I could read some of his tweets. So y'all could get like a little bit like of a better scope instead of me just paraphrasing what they're saying. It's better to like actually see what they've said. Uh, let's see here. I'm trying to find like the other ones too. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Let me, cause I'm gonna play videos of it. Let me just mute the music real quick. All right. Let's have this be. Here it is. Okay. Um, Let me see if I could shrink it just a little bit. Yeah, about like right here. Okay, so this is the number 8,000, which he has 300K subscribers on YouTube. Basically, pretty much all he does is just get clips and interactions from characters like, oh, this is how Goku, his unique dialogue to the Supreme Kai of Time, you know, etc., etc. But from various different games. That's what most of his content is. So let's go to this one first, right here. And then this is President Rose, by the way. Right? Let me see right here. Let me try to see if I could dig a little bit deeper. Like, where's the start? Let me see if I could pull this up. Okay, so this is Avatar Yaya. My thoughts, huge changes that are good. I still think the gameplay looks great and dynamically want to change the speed of want to change the speed and pace of how attacking works. Earthing combo speed looked cracked out. Happy they showed off Heavy Storm. It was peak for PQs. When I played it, I know the Super Saiyan form being limited is lame. However, they are powerful. I'm looking at it as sparking mode on Awakening and other action RPGs. Seriously, super excited so far. What I see, but I still need to play. Which is yeah, the trailer, like closer look, right? From how it is. And then okay, why did it whatever. Anyways, this is what Januba said. I only liked it because to go to the tweet, right? But I'll unlike it. So, anyways, this man is literally dick eating Bandai Namco so that he can get an early Xenoverse 3 code, be a fucking man, and stand on business. Super Saiyan time limit is lame, but they are powerful. And then he said, I bet you after the game releases, this dude will switch up. And then, of course, there's a few people that say shitting on someone this much who just has a different opinion from you is bum behavior, company shield behavior, asterisk, to try to correct them. And then I don't know what this means. Super Saiyan 3 lasts for 30 seconds. And Super Saiyan is on a timer too, laughing emojis. And then somebody called him out too. Then all he said is womp womp. Right? And then from there, then yeah, this person right here says, saw you were cool, but I didn't imagine you would be such a dickhead to other people who enjoy and are fans of the same thing as you. Definitely will stop watching you now. Thumbs up. And then he says, more like you're making up a narrative that he's a fan, when in fact he's pretending to like the game to get on Bandai Namco's good side to get that early code. You'll forget about him and this in 2 to 3 days because you're operating under he's so mean. Sometimes you have to criticize a game in order for publishers and developers to get their head out of their ass. 30-second Super Saiyan 3 transformation is not it. Right? That's what he said to respond a response from this person. This is quote retweeting Avatar Yaya. I don't know why the post is, unavailable. So now let's back up. This is when Mike Hollow retweeted him and said Janeba 8000 confirmed to be able to see into the souls of man. Avatar Yaya confirmed to be a fake fan because he likes something Janeba 8000 doesn't. Replies confirmed to be brain dead bots or shills for disagreeing with Janeba's 8000's correct take. More at 11. I'm assuming he is being sarcastic. That's what I'm assuming. Because he went into a podcast with Avatar Yaya, President Rose, Six World, and then two other content creators who I'm unfamiliar with. Yeah, they were like in the podcast, and they were doing a podcast. Well, not podcast, but more like a discussion. Whatever that type of content that you call, they were in it, streaming it. They were live 2 days ago, and they were together for like three or 4 hours, something like that. And then Avatar Yaya responded, "Listen, he is the one content creator I hate. He is also a pussy. He unblocked me, quoted, then blocked me again, so I can't reply. Rerun his ass when I get back Wednesday on Xenoverse 3 hate and racism." And then you can see the screenshots, blocked. But then I guess he did unblock him to quote retweet him and then block him afterwards. And then yeah, you can see right here. And then that's crazy. That is crazy. And then Mike says, "Sounds good to me. Wonder if he'd actually show up to debate you. I doubt it." Here, I don't want to have that be showing up on stream because I don't want to, get get banned or anything like that. Wonder if he'd actually show up to debate you. I doubt it since he's blocking and unblocking. Nah, I'm so ready for this. Been going on before sparking. He got to go. I mean, unfiltered. I'm there. Yaya, Unchained. I'm sorry that this has been built up for 2 years. So that's like the response right there. And that's why I think that Mike Kahlo is just being sarcastic right here because it seems like he is with Yaya right here. So then Janemba responded saying, here, I'm going to go to the beginning. "Here are some fun facts. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 has no dedicated grab/throw button. No second ultimate. 30 through 60-second transformation timers. No dedicated evasive button. And according to President Rose's recent stream, the game has no real mix-up system in terms of light and heavy attacks. Nerf mechanics, slow as hell, decrease offensive plus defensive options. I'm going to be respectful here. Please tell or justify the reasons as to why any of the above is quote-unquote good." And this is what President Rose said.
The combat feels so stiff because you can't mix light attacks and heavy attacks. You can't. I think that's where it messes up at. In Xenoverse, you can do light, heavy, light, whatever. In this game, no. It's just lights or heavy. And I think that's what is messing up. I think that's what it is. Because you can't cancel out of things that good in this game. You see how you see how he paused and stopped right there? You can't. I was trying to do like boom, boom, heavy, light. I was trying to do stuff, but it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working, bro. I don't understand it. Like combos is there. You could do different. You see how the key canceling is terrible. I'm just being real, it's trash. The key canceling is very terrible. I'm just being real, bro. Like the animation is, I don't know, dude. I don't know. The combat.
So that's what he says, right? And then if you look at right here, and then the Modern Corner quote retweeted that and said, "Fuck it, ratio by actual Xenoverse 3 gameplay," which I'm only gonna show like the first one, not the other three. So here's this.
Okay, here we go. We got the super enemy. Okay, I'm gonna try to like land like another break on him specifically. Boom. Then we can like this. alright, I'm gonna take it. This would like drain his meter depth and then into a break. Boom. Okay, here we go. We got the
So yeah. So there's that. And then right here, he says, in case this bangers goes sub to my channel, I plan on making how to play Xenoverse 3 tutorial with my footage, hopefully before the second demo. And Anime Impulse this weekend. And here's like some right here that he says, you're literally mixing light and heavy attacks. How come Bros is saying that you cannot? Going off of this video, Bro does not know how to play the game, which is fair because A, the controllers are mapped differently, and B, he probably only played like 15 minutes. I played for a little over an hour, which is still not enough IMO to make a statement like this, right? And then oh yeah. Then he says, do a debate with President Rose, dude. Waiting for a DM back. And then yeah, he DM'd him, yo, I'm free on Sunday night if you want to set this up. So they're gonna talk about it, right? Oh, then here's Mike Hollow. He says, thanks for uploading these. I'll be using them as a frame of reference on tonight's stream about Xenoverse 3 and the people covering it. It seems a fair amount of people have absolutely no idea what they're on about. Yeah, basically, pretty much that's how that's how it is. Oh, here's Six World. You said the same thing about My Hero All Justice. Eventually, y'all got to start looking into people's content and realize they say the same thing for every game. You ain't even play the game and you dismissing criticism. Not gonna lie, bro. Kind of corny. Do you though? Xenoverse 3 wasn't all that. And then Altayaya responded with, my opinion is still the same on My Heroes All Justice though. What in the hell are you talking about? Come to Mike's Hollow stream, which they did. Now I didn't watch that part where they talked about it because it kind of came kind of late into the stream. But they both were there in Mike Hollow's stream, together. Right? So there is that. And then here is Janamba 8000, another tweet right here. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 may be regressing, god damn it. And to think this generic anime channel turned clips reposting channel, and then he tagged another content creator right here, Makai, made a video crying over much spoilers. I have no sympathy for these big corporations, nor for the people who go in their knees like a cheap prostitute. They better have a innovative way or actual true plan in the future, because I don't know why I'd want a limit on Super Saiyan again. Hashtag Xenoverse 3. So he tagged Makai. Makai did respond on a video, and he went off on Janemba. He did. That's all I'm gonna say. He just went off on him. And then here's the number right here. He says, so Super Saiyan 3 has a time limit of around 30 seconds for a Dragon Ball. Alrighty then, it is what it is. Yeah, basically pretty much. And he says right here, quote retweeting TGU WAP, which I do follow him, and he follows me back. Pretty cool dude. Bandai Namco is really making it hard to get me and others excited for this game. Staying positive for this game is becoming harder and harder each day. And he says, so the Xenoverse 3 demo pissed me off, so it turns out it's possible to just not get Super Saiyan 3 due to the timer running out, and I was a victim of that today after waiting 2+ hours in the line to play once. And you can see right here, he's in Super Saiyan. You can see the timer right there, and then the gauge slowly filling up. And then if I go right here, you can see 4, 3. It's almost there. 2, 1. Boom. Wasn't able to go Super Saiyan 3. Which, that right there, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that seems kind of whack. that, you could not even reach Super Saiyan 3 and have timer run out. But that's basically pretty much like the whole drama thing happening. And if you're wondering, okay, did Janemba 8000 actually go to Mike Hollow's stream? He didn't. He didn't show up not once. Not even tapped in the chat. Nothing like that. So basically, pretty much that's kind of like the whole not the whole drama, but because it keeps on developing. But that's how it is so far. So oh, then he streamed and he says Xenoverse 3 content creators want smoke with me. Then he streamed this. And then yeah, he has this right here that says Super Saiyan 3 is not the same in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, like the lightning aura and rocks floating around you. They remove so many good details that were in Xenoverse 2. Then right here, yeah, so the modding corner says, to me, there's a huge difference between criticism and blinding hate. Criticism is creative. You can explain why something doesn't work for you and come up with ideas to improve it, or even a brand new idea. Blind rage and this sucks comments do nothing but fill a void. And I did like it. So this like actually does mean that, I agree with him. Unlike, the other one from Janemba, that one is just more so, hey, using it kind of like a bookmark, go to his tweet, even though, yes, I know there was a bookmark, but I saw it kind of late, so yeah. But anyways, then Six World said, I went to DreamCon, played Xenoverse 3 twice. We're not blinding hating. The game was mid. I don't have to be creative on why I dislike someone or something. Stop forcing people to speak a certain way for your validation. Everyone is allowed to use their voice how they want. And then right here, this person responded, you have no constructive criticism for the game, just straight smoke for Xenoverse 3. Cool, you're using your voice, but you tweak out when people who also play the game glaze or like certain elements of the game. Kind of crazy, big dog. Never tweaked out on anyone who played the game. Where are you getting this from? Y'all just be lying on this app. And if you're referring to Avatar Yaya, who hasn't played the game, hiding behind a rock is not a valid element to like from the game. So that's like like a few things, right? Then yeah, the 3-hour stream right here. And then he says, yeah, this, but I think that's something else entirely. But basically, pretty much, there you go. That's all the drama going on with the Xenoverse community thus far about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, the game, split, everything like that. And all I gotta say is, yeah, you hating on somebody because they say they like how they see something thus far is, nah. It's wrong. Now you could just have your own take if you don't like how the game is. I mean, hey, you don't like how the game is so far, right? But again, it's a demo. They could change it, right? They could, because it's an early build. We have between like a few months to several months from now, right? Because again, it's coming out next year. So I'm more on the side of, sure, I might have some criticism. Sure, that's a little bit ass to where you can run out of time before transforming it to Super Saiyan 3. Sure, but at the same time, it's like I was said before, I am a little bit open-minded, not closed-minded about like, oh, there's timers, oh, this is completely trash and things like that. No, I'm more so like, okay, I don't like this. However, if they explain it, because at the end of the day, that's what I mostly want, just an explanation as to why they have Super Saiyan timers. And also with evasive, I hope they bring back the slot, or at the very least have a good explanation as to why they remove it. But again, I have an open mind. I'm still kind of hyped about the game. So far, besides those two aspects, I kind of like what I see thus far. I do like the graphics, definitely. I do. And yeah, and also welcome to live stream, Dark Lord. How are you doing? Turn up on a great day today. Welcome, welcome. But now, promise. Since you played Xenoverse 3 at DreamCon, what do you think? First, what do you think about the gameplay thus far? And then also, what do you think of what some people say, like, oh, you can't mix light and heavy combo, and then also the Super Saiyan 3 timer, or the transformation timer in general. I also another thing that I want to pull up here. Let's see here. So much drama. There's so much drama. I burned myself on the cake crust. Oh, it hurts. Oh no. Are you okay? Well, you got to be a little bit more, a little bit more careful. Like, oof. Uh, let's see here. So there is one thing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Did he post it or did he? Uh, I thought I thought that. Wait, oh my god. Let me read. All right. I thought that it was fun. I do understand that people want the game better. The critique. Oh, so they critique it. Yeah, true. They do. I'm trying to look for. You know what? I'll just go to his channel instead. Oh yeah, and then now there is here. I'll pull it up again. Oh yeah, here's this Xenodrama. Oh yeah, this is the other person. Zenkari versus Six World. Right here. Yeah, like another one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's your video. I'll definitely take a peek at it. Yeah. So let's go to the modern corner right here. Oh yeah. Is it this one?
Hey, what's going on, guys? You're watching the Modding Corner, and I just came back from DreamCon 2026 to play the current public demo of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. And in it, I found a lot of interesting things that I've kind of already showcased on the channel. But the thing I've been interested in the most is by far what they're going to do with all the new CAC customization. So today, here's a little compilation of every single CAC I found in Xenoverse 3. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe as I'm still trying to hit 50k by the end of the year. And with all that being said, let's get into it.
Okay, so yeah, here's some. I'm not gonna play the entirety of the video, right? Because it is his at the end of the day. That's not what I do. I'm not really a reaction channel. No, but here's his video if y'all want to go ahead and check it out, right? But I'll just only play just a little bit, even though yeah, it's 3 minutes, but still. So right here we see that in Xenoverse 3, it seems like we could make characters of different body types instead of just a muscular body type that or like a slim body type, right? Now we can make characters who are bigger in a different way, right? And then the hairstyle right here, you can see it seems like it's this one, right? Based on the angle and everything like that too. So hey, that's pretty cool, right? And then I muted because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. I mean, I don't think so because I mean he uploaded it, but still. And then two-toned hair. There's this, right? And it looks like Type 7 hair, right? It looks a lot like it. Now, he did say it might be a visual glitch, but he doesn't know, right? If it is or not. But hey, I mean, if you could make two-toned hair, that's pretty damn cool that you could do that for Xenoverse 3, if that is the case. But yeah, the clothing wise though, I do like the clothing. I do like how they're going for more casual like or just different, more like everyday life clothing instead of just Z clothing or clothing that other characters have worn in the series. Right. And then this one, new hairstyle plus the clothing as well. Dude looks like he is a businessman. He does. So the hair I do like. The different hairstyle right here. And I hope it's for both male and female. And in the clothing, same thing. Both, hopefully, it's both male and female. Um, yeah, looks pretty cool, pretty stylish as well. Let's see here. I'll be fine, but I could commit some crimes. It was 375 degrees though. Damn. How about no? You don't do that. I also think that Xenoverse went for a more fun playstyle instead of a crazy competitive combat system. Yeah, I mean that is true based on from what I've seen thus far. But in one of the tours, right, that they're doing for Xenoverse 3, I will go to it and I will play it. Definitely want to. Not only because, I'm a content creator, but also I like Xenoverse. I do. I like one and I like two. Sure, one is very janky, things like that with the combo. But I mean, I recently played Xenoverse 1. Here, let me go to yeah, I have it downloaded right here. Yeah, last time was March 1st. Yeah, 23 hours on because I bought Xenoverse 1 first on PS4, but then I bought it here on Steam. That's why it's such a low play count. But if I were to, find my PS4, dig it up, and then boot it, it'll probably have like a lot more play time than this right here. But still, like I bought it twice. Why? Because I like Xenoverse, both one and two. Despite the whole janky uh gameplay of Xenoverse one, that's where the roots is. That was my first Dragon Ball game that I've owned. Yeah, it literally is. Dragon Ball Xenoverse one is the first Dragon Ball game that I've owned. I played other Dragon Ball games for sure, but this is the first one where I actually bought it and be like, hey, I could play this whenever I want. Instead of having to go to either one of my family members' house or a friend's house to go and play the game. Like I played Raging Blast 2, a little bit of Budokai Tenkaichi 3, not a lot, a little bit. I think that's about it when it comes to Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, Extreme Budoten on the 3DS. I definitely played that one too. But I owned that after I owned Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1. Then of course Xenoverse 2, which I'm currently running right now, and you can see the playtime. Yeah, it's pretty high up there. Well, look at that. You're right here, Steph. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I like how they have the old customization options along with the newer options, so you can transfer your former CAC. True. Yeah, with Xenoverse 2, definitely. I do kind of hope with Xenoverse 3, as we see the hairstyles and everything like that, going in. Yeah, like this one, this is the returning one, right? Which the hairline, oof, oof, right? But like it does look a little better here in Xenoverse 3, and it definitely looks better. It looks fluffier. Yeah, it just a bit. So that's pretty cool. And then here's the same guy again. right? With this hairstyle, or it's a different. I think this is a different. No, this is a different guy. This is a different hairstyle. But you can see this one's also returning. You could straight up see it is, but it does look better, right? Because you can see a little bit of like the hairline or like where it goes, kind of a big forehead. But with this one, it's a lot smaller of a forehead. So that means the hair is definitely bigger, or they changed the hairline from where it is. But I do definitely like this one a lot better. It does look better. And then this one's like new question mark, which you can't really tell by the hair. But like again, you can see the clothing from this one as well as this one. Again, they're trying to go for like the everyday or casual type of clothing, which I do like. I really do like about that. That they're definitely going for that angle. Which hey, that means there's a lot more clothings that they could definitely do. And you can see with this one, you could straight up tell it's this because of like, here's one strand, here's another one, and another one. Yeah, without a doubt. And you can see right here with the jacket, with the pants, and then maybe that might be an undershirt or part of the jacket as well. Talking to, from what it seems like, the freezer race, too. I'll play up to like 2 minutes. And then you could see the hairstyle, but it does look a lot better right here because you could see that they moved the hair a little bit because this one's like further back, which gives more like the hairline, right? More of the forehead. But with this one, it looks like they moved it a little bit further in, so it's actually covering this part right here from it, which I think it's pretty cool. And of course, you know, the clothing, look at that, it's more fancy like. All right. And then turtleneck as well. You could have turtlenecks. So again, really cool. And also thank you for that, Steph. Thank you. Thank you. Reminder he has a Discord, join up. Yeah. Uh Mike's not gonna actually commit crimes. I'm just saying I have no prints. Oh, I see what you mean. Ha ha ha. Yeah, and the hairs have physics, which I think the hair is still refining the physics. They do have physics. So like when you jump and such, it actually moves a little bit. Or like when you punch, it moves. Because if that's the case, oh, that is awesome. That means every single hair style has physics then. This one, new up close, it looks more like a buzz cut to me. Because you don't see no bangs or anything like that. So this one just seems like a buzz cut. So I guess if you want a buzz cut for your cack, then there's that. I think they are still refining the physics. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so too. I definitely think so. This one's more like a question mark because it's like, okay, further away. This one's also a question mark, but you can see, okay, this is definitely a Master Roshi shirt, without a doubt. Pants, kind of hard to tell. New kid cack. So now you can make kids, kid CACs in Xenoverse 3. Unlike in Xenoverse 2, where it just looks like a short dude. Right? But this one, it does seem like it because if you look at the muscles right here, it's not like as defined or huge like how it is for Xenoverse 2, which makes it seem like, oh, this guy, it just looks like a buff short dude in Xenoverse 3. But this time it looks like, okay, this actually kind of looks like a kid right here. And you can see the hairstyle as well, a little bit different one too, which is pretty cool. But if you paid attention to the eyes, those look like the same eyes that we've seen in Xenoverse 3. It does. So that makes me think a little bit. There's a little bit hope that I have, right? That is, maybe it's a possibility that we could transfer our Xenoverse 2 CAC to Xenoverse 3 since they're reusing the models, they're reusing the assets. The same eyes, some of the same hairstyles, everything like that they're reusing. So I'm kind of hoping. I know this is like a low chance. I know there's like a low likelihood of it happening, but there still is. There's still that little bit of hope. If they do have it to where you could transfer it, hey, that would be awesome, right? That means all the moves that our Xenoverse 2 CAC has could be transferred over, and then we could start with those moves. Kind of like how it is from Xenoverse 2 transferring over our Xenoverse 1 CAC into it, and then also getting those moves too. Basically, kind of a little bit like a head start. And here's this one. See, this is another one. New Kid CAC or New Kid CAC. If you're wondering what CAC stands for, it means customize a character or create a character. That's what it means. But anyways, if anybody's wondering. Yeah, you can see right here, more casual clothing. Definitely really short. But you can see the hairstyle too. Looks the exact same. Or at the very least, very similar. Very, very, very similar. And right here, you can see, I think we have these eyes. But the face shape, it looks different. It doesn't look the same. It actually looks different. And you can see the hairstyle too. It looks more refined. Definitely looks better. Like they revamped it. Right? And I do like how this looks better than Xenoverse 2. Definitely. And in this one too, you could see um the hairstyles too. This one does look a little better because it looks more, I guess, fuller, if that makes sense, at least on the head part compared to this one. Not only that, this looks longer and fluffier too. Longer and fluffier than compared to this one, where it's kind of like strand, 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 strand. And you could see like the clothing too, more casual. Like you could see like this one with the screenshot right here. It's more like all saying armor, battle, things like that. But like this one, look at that jacket too. Eyes, I think these are different eyes. I don't think we have these in Xenoverse 2. But you can see the hairstyle very similar, but they have changed it quite a bit, right? It looks more down instead of this one. This one looks like it's just kind of poking out everywhere. This right here looks like, okay, it's a little bit more downward. Now they're not reusing anything. They say they made everything from scratch, but of course they made it similar to Xenoverse 2. Oh, well, what I mean by it is, okay, not reusing. I think that's the wrong word. Because I know they built it from scratch, from the ground up. I think what I mean by they kind of have the models, but then they just change it up and make sure that it's compatible with Xenoverse 3. That's what I mean. Also, Rage, if you ever want to do a video or live stream talking about Xenoverse, whenever we have time, I'm down. Oh, definitely. Hey, I'm down for that. So let's see here. Because I'm gonna upload videos. Usually it's Saturday. However, because I have a family member's birthday tomorrow, I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to upload. But I'll upload it on Sunday instead. Yeah, I'll upload it Sunday. It's gonna be a discussion video about, my thoughts, a little bit of a review, but mostly my thoughts about Future Saga Chapter 4, right? The next week is gonna be about that one quest, right? The one rogue quest. Yeah, that's next week. Then the week after that, I again, like how I mentioned earlier, want to talk about a little bit about the Xenoverse 3 drama, but again, just make one video on it. That's it. Done. Unless there's something like a huge, huge, giant development that happens. But if not, and if it's still kind of like a similar talking point, so people just talking trash to each other, then it's like, okay, one video is fine. Don't need to go on make any more than just one. Then after that, um, I mean, yeah, we could. I mean, if you want to do a live stream, whether it be on your channel or my channel, hey, I'm down for that. But if it comes to video wise, well, that's just a list of videos that I have right now, currently, like in the works, like lined up to do. So let's see. Okay, so let me go to the calendar right here. So you can see right here, Sunday's the 19th, which is going to be the review for Future Saga Chapter 4. Then Saturday, the 25th, is going to be a guide on how to beat that quest, right? That very hard one. And then next Saturday, which is August 1st, that's going to be the Xenoverse 3 drama video. And then August 8th is going to be, if you want to have like that discussion video, then I mean we could record it for sure, but it won't be uploaded until August 8th. Since have those videos lined up and everything like that. So it won't be until August 8th for that to happen. If you're down with that. If you want to have that be sooner, then we could do it on your channel if you want. Whichever way you want, I'm down with it. I'm down with it. Not done. Like no, I mean English. Oh my god, can I speak, please? I mean, I'm down for it. There you go. Oh my god, English. All right, let me give you my Discord. We'll come up with something, no problem. Yeah, definitely, for sure. But I do stream Fridays. That's how it is. Unless there's something else happens, because I'm a full-time college student. I am. So that's why I'm not saying every Saturdays, because again, college, I could be very busy with that. So that's why I'm not saying every Saturdays, and that's why I'm just saying just Saturdays, because things change. So, I mean, not Saturdays, Fridays. So things could change, but usually it should be Fridays. But if college, if I have like a lot of work or something like that, a big project or something for college, then I will push the stream to either like next day or maybe next week. Things like that. So that's how it usually goes. Right? So Fridays is streaming time. Saturdays usually video days. Mondays usually shorts. Right? That's how it goes. But again, things are subject to change because full-time college or, family members' birthdays, things like that, other stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, same. Yeah, same. So I feel you. I know we're both busy individuals. Yeah, definitely. But it's also for like other people who are like watching the stream or they're gonna watch it in VOD form, wondering, hey, where's the content going? Why is there no content at all? That's for like other people just wondering, like they want more content and they're just wondering, like, hey, what's going on, right? So just to get like an update to that, right? Ooh, okay. I'll send you a friend request right now. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay, there. I sent it. But anyways, let's continue on with this. So again, like around 2 minutes, I'll stop. So that's a hairstyle right there. And look at this. I'm glad that this one returned because I do have an OC. Yeah, like OCs, CACs, OCs, things like that. I'm glad that this returned because let me go ahead and pull it up right here real quick. So I have this one right here. This one I won a raffle, right? Because an artist was doing a raffle for free art, and so I won that. But anyways, yeah, this is how she looks right here. Her name's Tiana. She's got destruction for Universe 7 after Beerus. After Beerus. That's where she has his clothing and everything like that. But you can see like the hairstyle right here, it's similar. Here, let me bring in in-game screenshot instead. So it could be like, a better comparison. So here it is. This is more in-game. Okay, I think it's just here it is. All right. So you can see right here like the comparisons, right? The hairstyle. I'm glad this is returning so that way I can make her again. Even though the hairstyle is going to be a little bit different, as you can see, it's more, again, fuller. You don't see this gap anymore, right? You don't see that. It's more down. This one's like filled up and everything like that. But still, I mean, that's fine. A slightly different, style, but still, it's the same hair, which I do like. And a funny thing is that when they have Jane 1000, when I saw Jane 1000, I'm like, bro, she looks exactly like my OC Tiana. You can see the name right here, Tiana. She looks a lot like it. Green eyes. Okay, this is a little bit harder to tell because I did edit the photo a little bit, but she does have green eyes, orange hair. Sure, different hairstyle, but still like looking very similar, which I thought was kind of funny. Yeah, that's definitely similar. Yeah, for sure. But I'm glad that's returning because that means I can make her again. And here it is. It does look like this, right? It does, which is pretty cool. Uh, yeah, this one. I'll wait until one more plays like this one, and then after that, that's it. If you want to watch the rest of the video, again, I'll link it one more time. I'll actually save this. Watch later. There we go. But anyways, you can see right here, it looks similar to that of the Toa hairstyle, right? It does. But she's wearing a hat. So before, like how Xenoverse 2 has it, to where it replaces your hairstyle altogether if you wear a hat, right? But this one, it seems like you could keep your hairstyle and just have a hat on top, which is pretty cool. That's actually awesome. The fact that it could keep your hairstyle, because that just makes just that little bit of detail makes the customization just a lot better. It does. The hat and dress is cool, bro, and she got the pearls on her neck. Yeah, that too, which is also having me think that you could have multiple accessories, possibly, right? That you could have more than just one, and if that's the case, that is awesome. Because this right here is an accessory, definitely. The hat seems like it's also an accessory as well, unless it's part of the clothing. But from how Xenoverse 2 has it, the hat and the clothing, they're always separate. They're not together. So with this, if this is separate and not together with the clothing, then hey, that's two accessories right there, which that's awesome, right? And yeah, it is cool that her clothing, right? Got these the wristbands right here, the dress, all of that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Definitely like it. The rose too, yeah. Okay, this one again, you can make big cacks, right? You can right here, which again, that right there is pretty cool. I do hope because it seems like Saiyans and humans, you could definitely do that. And then Majins, of course, because Xenoverse 2 has that with Majins. I do hope that you could also have that be like with Frieza, Namekian, and that demon race. If we're getting a demon race, hopefully it's with the demon race too, because that would just be awesome. Even though we never seen a big Frieza race ever in Dragon Ball, Namekian. Well, I mean, we've seen Guru, so there's that. Demon. No, I think we have, haven't we? Daima. I'm pretty sure we have in Daima. But yeah, hopefully it's just this is to all races. You can make big characters for all races instead of just have it be locked to Majins, Saiyans, and humans. Because I want to see that for all of them. And of course, you can see the hairstyle. It looks similar to this, but it just looks, a little different. All right, this right here is going to be the actual final one. So the Namekians are returning because I have seen a few people. A good thing it wasn't like a big thing, but I have seen a few people be like, "Oh, where's Namekians? Can we not create Namekians anymore?" It's on Twitter, and it's like, no, bro. Obviously, they have Namekians. This is 100% proof right here that there's Namekians, and you can see that it looks exactly like this one. Maybe slightly different. This looks, I don't know, maybe it might be the angle, but it looks shorter than this. Definitely. But that's pretty much about it when it comes to that. Obviously, the modern corner, you can see right here his name is from the modern corner. He went ahead and took all the pictures and everything like that. Which that's dope. That's awesome because he did say that he played Xenoverse 3 multiple times. He got in line multiple times. And he stayed at DreamCon for more than just one day. Which, hey, that's pretty cool. I didn't go to DreamCon because one, it was on a short notice. Two, again, full-time college student. Three, I already went to a con before already, which is Anime Expo. So I already spent my money on there. So I didn't really have enough money for DreamCon. Because yeah, plane ticket plus hotel ticket plus and then also having enough money on the side for Uber too, since I'm not gonna have a car to be able to drive and things like that. Um nah. It was just I already spent money on all that for Anime Expo right here, because you can see I cosplay as a Black Goku. I did. Here's my ticket, right? Which that was like about, I want to say, because I got it shipped. I got it shipped to me, so that was like about 115, like around there, 115. Plus the outfit too, which I also spent money on. That was a little over 100. I need to actually look and calculate how much it is. But this is a little over 100 because I do have the earring. It's kind of hard to see, but I do have the earring. I do have the ring too. You can see a little bit more right here. The ring, the earring as well. Here's another one here too. You can see the ring, Black Goku ring, and then the earring right here. That's a lot better, right? That you could see, and of course the wig too. So all like combining all of that plus the shoes, because I couldn't find white boots, and the white boots that they were selling on Amazon was $60. I'm like, brother, I'm already spending a little over $100 on that. With the boots, that's gonna make it closer to 200. Is like, brother, I just don't want to have enough money to like buy, some merch or something like that at Anime Expo. So it's just I went with these white shoes instead, which costed me like I think like $35. So like $35 versus $60. Yeah, definitely. I saved about 25. Right? Um that and then the food there, dude, the food was expensive, man. It was. Cause it was like, brother, I went ahead and got 2 sticks of like chicken wrapped around it. I forgot the proper name. But you seen it in anime where they cook it and then it looks good and everything like that. I only got 2 of those, and it wasn't even that big either. It was just average. That costed me like $17. It cost me $17 for just 2 of those. I'm like, brother, what? $70? That's almost 20, bro. I almost spent $20. And dog. They're selling water bottles for $8. $8 for a water bottle. I'm like, what? Brother, there was a 7-Eleven nearby? Brother, that costed $2. 7-Eleven was like 5 minutes, like 3 to 5 minutes away when it comes to walking. I was selling it for $2. Well, over there in Anime Expo, the food places, $8 a water bottle. Like, I'll rather walk 3 to 5 minutes to um 7-Eleven to get a $2 water bottle, which is actually a decently sized water bottle. I actually see it right here. I still have it because I use it as well water bottle. I refill it, and things like that. But yeah, it was crazy. But besides that, I mean, yeah, I went to like this booth right here too. Like, go look at that Power World, pretty cool, right? Because I do play the game Power World, pretty nice. And yeah, this is what I got because I went to the Anime Expo Grand Summoners panel too. Um, yeah, overall, pretty cool, pretty solid, dandy, all that. Um, I still like Anime Expo though. Besides all of that, I had a good time. I had a solid time. Yeah, I'll definitely cosplay as Black Goku again for Halloween, for sure. But I'm gonna go to Anime Expo next year. I'm gonna cosplay as somebody else. I'm not gonna cosplay as Black Goku. It's gonna be somebody else. Who? I am not sure yet. I don't know. But it's definitely gonna be somebody else. But by the way, that was the first time that I cosplayed. Yeah, me cosplaying as Black Goku. That was the first time ever. And hey, I had a fun time. I'll definitely cosplay again. Yeah, the reason why I cosplay as Black Goku because he's one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball. He is. Because his introduction and everything like that, so good. So good. Would I go to DreamCon next year? Here's the thing. I'll go to DreamCon next year if Syriax is going. If Syriax is going, then I'll go. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, why Syriax? Because he's my favorite content creator. I don't. He's my only favorite content creator, if I'm gonna be honest. So if he's there, I'm gonna be there next year. But here's the thing: is DreamCon, since you went, not promise, since you went, have you been to DreamCon before too, or was that like your first time going? And is it the same date every year where it's over there at Texas, Houston, um, from July 10th to 12th? Because that's how long DreamCon was going on. If you're still here, I don't know if you're still here or not, but yeah, are you? I'll be back. My phone is going dead. Ooh, okay. Hey, but you always make time for me. Well, you know why I always make time for you. Now let's go with his rival. If not, then I'll just message you those questions. If you go, come see me. I'm not that far. Yeah, definitely. I just gotta make sure because again, with DreamCon, them announcing that they're gonna have Xenoverse 3, again, that was last minute notice. If I knew it beforehand, like 2 months beforehand, then I think I would have saved enough money to go over there. But because, how it is, yeah. I'll definitely cosplay at DreamCon. I'll probably cosplay the same one that I do for Anime Expo next year. Definitely. Yeah, I'll just bring that. As long as I know that the dates are the exact same, then I could start planning for next year. Yeah, that's gonna be my second con. Whoa. Boom, boom, boom. But again, it all depends on if Syriax is going or not. Because I definitely want to. He's my favorite content creator. I definitely want to meet up with him, say, what's up, things like that. It'd be cool. It'll definitely be cool. Because that time that he rented out, because I don't know if y'all remember, he rented out a movie theater in Colorado. And I definitely wanted to go there. Because at the time, I was at New Mexico visiting family. I was. And he was, renting it out around that time. And I'm like, well, that's only 6 hours away. Okay, sure, that's 6 hours away. That's still a full ass day. But I would have actually done that drive. But here was an issue as to why I didn't go. I didn't have a car. So I ended up not going. Yeah, I wanted to. But, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go do what I said I would on Discord so we can VC later. So I'm gonna look. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
You expect me to work in tandem with you? Absurd. But in this body? Very well. I will cooperate with you until we find the mortal.
Wait, I'm actually paying attention to what they're saying.
It seems we've reached an agreement. I too am not looking to make this permanent, so that is ideal.
Ooh, okay. Boom. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And then let's go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Awesome.
He was but a beast, bereft of any shred of intelligence. These savages waste my time.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go. Wasted Lands. Yeah, I have seen the time. It went over an hour. I was supposed to stream roughly an hour, so this is gonna be the last Perlo quest. Definitely. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Steph. Thank you.
Now you act like family. How convenient. I will see to Captain Ginyu's punishment myself.
How much longer will this squabbling continue? They waste the time of a god. Finally it ends. This body
Yeah, yeah.
shames me. You will not burden me with more distractions like this.
This was none of your concern, and do not speak of my little issue here again. Finding Captain Ginyu, that is the sole purpose of our alliance.
You disgrace me with your vile disposition. You will regret this insolence in due time.
Ooh, okay. Let's see right here. Let's go. See that Bardock Super Soul, man. The one that I have is goated, man. It's goated. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Man. But he takes all these hits! Yeah! Hey, that's pretty cool. Having Zamasu and Ginyu swap bodies.
I intend to make this quick. Try to keep up.
It is because of you that this is taking so long.
Ooh.
You will not escape your punishment. I will reclaim my body here and now. Change.
Ooh, okay.
Your final moments are upon you, Captain Ginyu. You must pay for your crimes. You know that, don't you?
You got it all wrong. I only wanted others to see how glorious your pose was, Lord Frieza.
Shut your mouth! What are you talking about, pose? I was admiring my physique in the mirror. Oh no!
What is this photograph? What an unsightly form. So this is what the cause of all this trouble has been?
What did you say? Unsightly? How dare you? I intended to keep my training efforts a secret.
Ooh, okay. Hey, we got the bonus. Ooh, golden Frieza. Okay.
Someone's secret and mock him. Unforgivable. I will leave no trace of you.
Okay. No. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. Awesome.
My purpose is all too clear. Rejoice, for I will absolve you. By absolving you,
Man, how dare you? Boom, boom, boom. There we go.
You will get no mercy from me.
Yeah, yeah. Boom. Alright, cool. Let's go. Alright. Boom, boom. Nah, get out of here, Frieza. You know what? Alright, let's just do this combo. I do like the beast combo. I feel like the beast combo does more damage than the usual base combo. I think so. Alright. Boom, boom. Alright, awesome. Yeah, ultimate finish, yeah. Beast? Nah, it's not.
Fate of those who defy the gods. Mortals are steeped in sin and must be cleansed. But in honor of your service to me, I will allow you to escape with your life. Step but 1 inch out of line, and you will know my wrath.
Damn, that's crazy. Towards Frieza, of all people. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right. That's what I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about, that's what I am talking about. Is it the, I wonder if it's the same raid event, or is it a different one now? Let me see here. Is it the same one or is it a different one? I think it's a different one. Yeah, it's a different one. You know what? Let's go ahead and do one. Let's do one real quick. Alright, let's get power to overcome. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Emperor's Death Beam. Where's that at? I need it. I need it. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Um, where is it? I do not see it at all. Yeah. Oh, I blind? Here it is. Emperor's Death Beam. Haha. Huzzah. Alright, so this one, I'm gonna change it to... Yeah, Burst Charge. Alright, let's go. Go do the raid event. Hell yeah. I'm only gonna do one, then after that, then for sure I'm gonna call it the string. I'm gonna call it. Cause yeah, it is getting late. I didn't see who's the boss. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah. Ooh, we got an individual. Palador Supreme. That's weird. Alright, let's go. Okay, why is he doing that now? Yeah, yeah, special beam cannon, yeah. Alright. Ooh, it's Kefura. Alright. First charge. Yeah, let's just go. Power to overcome. Unleash. Yeah, let's just go. All the damage. At least she does have super armor, which is good. Okay, someone's trying to poison her. Now all the damage, Kepler. All the damage. No. Nah, get out of here. Yeah, Z hits. Look at that. Z hits. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. Again. 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 Where is she? Come on. Bro, come on. Nah, get out of here. Yeah, yeah. I think I will play all up until, I reach it. Okay. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's go. Power to overcome. Nah, she takes all the damage. Every single damage. Alright. Let's go. Charge up key. Charge up key. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, at least she doesn't have any of those moves, right? It's just straight through. There we go. And that's about it. Now, I want to check how much damage I did there.
Not bad. I better be seeing more of that.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, it sucks to have to do that now because before I didn't have to do it, but I don't know why it just locks my perspective. It does. So let's check the raid rankings right here. 22,000. Wow, 22,000. And that's my first one, by the way. First one. And already 22K. That is awesome, actually. That is. So what I'm gonna do is I want to check the artworks. Let's see here. Ooh, okay, yeah, I see some of them. Especially the dude, I like these ones. Yeah, look at this one. That looks awesome. Future Saga, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. And here it is, our Xenoverse 2 CAC. You know, to pay homage to, you know, the End of Z manga. How it looks. And here's Goku with the Gold Scouter, level 199. Diamond Frieza raids Canton City. Here's that. Goku and Piccolo. Here's all the Janemba. I mean, not much Janemba. Here's all the Boos. Krillin and Goten. Ultra Instinct Goku. Belmod. Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Topo. Tapion. Frieza. Destroyed Canton City. Few. Oh, look at that. Super Broly and Z Broly. Now that looks pretty epic. Ooh, Shenron. Gogeta. Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Daima Goku and Vegeta. Super Saiyan Vegeta. Luis. Goku Mini. Wait, all of these are pretty cool, man. They are. Well, look at that orange Piccolo. This one looks cool too. Xeno Trunks. Few with gold and Frieza. Ooh. Artwork 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, those are all the artworks. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, like how I said early in the stream, so there's going to be a video on Sunday, which is just a review on, you know, Xenoverse 2, Future Saga, right? Yeah. And all that such. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for me for today. So thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for, you know, watching the stream and everything like that. So video this Sunday. Yeah. Future Saga Chapter 4 review. Yeah, it's not gonna be too in depth. It's just more so my opinion on just everything, not just the story itself, but just everything that the, you know, the DLC has in total. But yeah, so anyways, guys, that's gonna